Well, as we wrap up the final week of June, and what will go down is one of the busiest severe weather Junes we've dealt with in Texas state history, at least in the last 30 years. Now we're going to be dealing with what we would typically expect in the summer, and that is heat, humidity, and the eternal question, when is it going to stop? Let's see if we can answer some of those questions in this Monday edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Good morning. It is Monday, the 26th of June, 2023. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Boldy and Chief David Reimer. We may be starting out this morning with a few thunderstorms in far northeast Texas into the Ark-La-Tex. But overall, we're expecting another mostly dry and very hot day across the state of Texas. Could see a few storms in the western Texas Panhandle and West Texas this afternoon. If those do fire up, just like storms this morning, could have some damaging winds, maybe some hail up to the size of golf balls. We are not expecting a repeat of last week, or really pretty much every week since May. But alas, the heat is here to stay, at least for a while. Let's just get into it. Not a whole lot to talk about other than that. High temperatures today. These, unfortunately, for the western half of Texas, are not heat index values. These are the actual air temperatures. Yeah. San Angelo, 111. Pecos, 115. Pretty much 105 up to 112 common today across, well, Rio Grande Plains, the Edwards Plateau, the Concho Valley, the Permian Basin, even into the Big Country. And the eastern half of Texas, you could see highs in the upper 90s to about 103 degrees. With heat index values, those could be closer to 105 to perhaps 115. We are going to see the humidity values come down a bit compared to last week, but that may not necessarily be true for those of you along the coast, southeast Texas, the Piney Woods, all the way up into the Ark-La-Tex. But for those of you on I-35, it will be true over the next few days. But as those humidity values lower, we're just going to bump the actual air temperatures up. So you can definitely see that tomorrow. High temperatures 100 to pretty much 112 across a majority of the state. Where temperatures are cooler, the heat index values are going to be higher. Wednesday. Now, this is where it's going to get a little interesting in the high temperature record department for some folks, although this week also coincides with the heat wave back in 1980. So a lot of those record high temperatures are the all-time record high temperatures for some places. So it's going to be difficult to hit those records, hopefully. But regardless, it's going to be hot. You could see DFW, Dallas, 108 on Wednesday. Wichita Falls, 109. 105 in Abilene, 108 in San Angelo, 105 in Austin, 104 in San Antonio, 102 in Houston with a heat index probably closer to 115. I mean, even Corpus Christi, 102, heat index 115, higher perhaps. It's going to be hot. 103 in Amarillo, 107 in Lubbock as we head into Thursday. A couple degrees cooler, but for all intents and purposes, still hot. And then Friday, starting to see a little sliver of slightly less hot air in the Panhandle with triple digits everywhere else in the state. Now, this is right at the beginning of what may begin to be a breakdown of that heat dome on top of the state of Texas. We may start to see that kind of retrograde a bit to the west, and that may allow for some slightly less hot air, maybe even the chance for a few thunderstormies to return to the state over the weekend. And again, that would result in high temperatures maybe dropping, 5, 8, maybe even 10 degrees in some spots, which would be enough to get several locations under the triple-digit mark for high temperatures. But, of course, it's still going to be hot. I mean, it's going to be hot until we get into, September at this point. But at least we can, hopefully get at least a little cool down, maybe a bit in the way of rain chances. We're just going to have to wait and see. But that is going to be it for your Texas Weather Roundup for this Monday. We'll have the next Texas Weather Roundup out by 7 a.m. Tuesday. As always, if by chance you end up near one of the thunderstorms today, remember, when thunder roars, go indoors. And you can always keep an eye on the sky with the free Texas Storm Chasers Interactive Weather Radar on our website. It's working again. And, of course, in the free Texas Storm Chasers mobile app, where you can also get your local weather forecast, storm chasing videos, and live severe weather coverage when necessary. Y'all make it a great Monday, and God bless.